All right, guys, so the Knicks play in 3 hours, I just realized, but we're still going to go ahead and record this anyway. See, what you want to notice from this play is watch how OG fights over the screens. Something that really nobody's been doing this season. Just get over the screen, run through this screen as well. And then, of course, you've got Landry Shamet who's helping out and Giddy. And then Giddy picks up his dribble, tries to throw it over OG, who gets in the passing lane, gets the steal. And I know a lot of people were mad about this push off. I mean, yeah, it's a push off, but this is grown men playing basketball. Like, if you're going to fall on that, then you shouldn't even be in the NBA to begin with. I love this aggressiveness out of OG. And the best part about this play is that it's 103 to 87 at the time. So the Knicks have a commanding lead. They were on a run, and they're going to cap it off with an OG slam. You see the arena just absolutely erupted after that. And this is in the first quarter. Jalen Brunson had 19. He was aggressive, looking for his shot. You see he's going to use a couple of the screens and then just rise up for three over the smaller defender. Jordan Clarkson also had a good second quarter. He got hot in a hurry. He was like a microwave, hitting three after three. Brunson coming downhill, hits OG on the cut. This is why you have to be able to get up the floor, because it just gives you the highest percentage shots. Like if OG isn't rolling on this, if he just sort of passes it and gives up, then he doesn't get a wide open dunk. But he comes down the lane, nobody's there to pick him up, and he dunks it. And, give credit to Brunson as well for, again, just getting up the floor quickly, creating mismatches, and then having the recognition to find OG. It's a beautiful thing. Brunson sets an up-ball screen, the cat off of that, and then OG drives. Bounce pass to Bridges for the lefty lane, will reverse. It's very simple. It's just off-ball screen. You can see Cat, that little dribble handoff, and then you've got Mikal, who was up here, and now he's rolling to the basket. So everyone's moving without the ball in their hands. Good pass, and then Bridges, you can see, goes up with his offhand under the basket. It's a tough finish for Mikal, who had a quiet game last night. I think he had just 10 points, if I'm not mistaken. 10 points. He had over 20 in the last 3 games, but his 9 assists, I believe, was tied a career high, or was a career high. I forget what they said in the broadcast. And this is when Brunson and Cat are at their best, is just use the screen, create a mismatch. And because Brunson's such a good pull-up three-point shooter, Vucevic has to step up. You can see he clearly looks very, very confused, because what does he do with Cat? What does he do with Brunson? And he's basically trying to guard 2 guys simultaneously. And then Brunson with the bounce pass to Cat for the slam. Shamet passing it to Hart with a ball fake. How do you fall for a Josh Hart ball fake? Oh, dude, I'd want Hart to shoot this. That's like one of the craziest fakes I think I've seen somebody fall for it this season. Like, look, how do you... Oh, my God. Herter flies over the fake, and then this creates an uncomfortable situation for Giddy, because, first of all, he's not even guarding Shamet. Like, the Knicks' best shooter, arguably, well, I'd say Cat's the best shooter, but outside of Cat, is all the way out here. And Hart wisely... Oh, there's 1 second left. Okay, yeah, Hart makes a good decision, and he goes up with it. He finishes strong. You can see he lays it off the top of the rim, and it gets that roll. It's a nice finish by Hart, man. And now we've got a 2-on-3 fast break. The Knicks actually are outnumbered. But it doesn't matter, because Mikal is going to pull up for 3. Let's go. And then he had that fall away in his bag, but he kicks out to OG for a better shot. See, Mikal could have shot in this, if I'm being completely real. Like, he could have took a fall away mid-range right here. Like, Mikal probably, like, you see, he gets that separation. He could have probably taken that. But he kicks it out to OG, because Pat Williams... He ends up getting caught ball watching. You see, he's not looking at both the ball and his man. And by the time OG catches it, he's out of position. See how he's like running up? He's not really set. He's like, oh no. And OG just rises up and gets a very good look on that elbow 3. Cat downhill, finishes over Vucevic, who's not going to be able to run with him. I think there was a game last year where Cat went off against the Bulls. I could be wrong. But Vucevic, as good as he is, man, this is barbecue chicken. Like, every single time on the floor, Cat should be doing that. Like, that's the thing about Cat, is if he did that, if Cat played like this every single possession, he'd be one of the all-time greats, but he really just doesn't. And I get he can't have Vucevic guarding him all the time, but, dude, you need to go out there and get a bucket. Cat had 20 points, 20 and 15 on the night, and he's able to, once again, be able to attack downhill. This time a much more difficult shot. As he crosses over to his left, Vucevic actually does a good job staying with him. He gets his hand up on a contest, but, this is a shot that Cat's going to make more often than not. It's just a runaway off the backboard, finishing through contact. You see, Cat is not looking for a foul. He just goes up strong. He's aggressive, and he's got that touch off the backboard. That's a really impressive shot for a 7-footer. Now we've got Brunson, of course, gets the defender on his hip, and that's just automatic, man. Like, and one. All you can do is foul him to this point. This is why Brunson is so elite, is he just does things like this. He sort of manipulates defenders. You can see he gets him on his back, and what do you do? Cat has a screen right there, and he goes under. The defender tries to reach in. Brunson takes the contact and finishes with his offhand for the and-one. 14-point game. Cat help defense. Another thing that Cat needs to do every single night. Okay, cool. You're going to try to back down my guard, Deuce McBride? No, well, he falls for the fake. If Cat doesn't come over, this is a layup. Josh Hart's also in the vicinity. But Cat just stuffs this down right to Mikal, Bill Russell style, keeps it in bounds, and let's get out in transition. Probably going to get copyrighted for this, whatever. Mikal coming downhill. He's got Josh Hart. And once again, Herter on him. Let me just spin off of him. Reverse the lay-in. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Whenever I go to the gym to play basketball, I literally stole this move from Josh Hart. I'm not saying he invented it, but Hart is so good. Just a little spin move. Dude, you create so much separation from it, and you're under the basket. Again, you're using that sort of as a shield. And then lay it up and in, man. The crowd's fired up. Defense to offense if you're the Knicks. Now we've got Josh Giddey using that Vucevic screen. OG does a really good job of stepping up, because if he doesn't, this is a dunk for Vucevic. Giddey, all he can do is go all the way out here, maybe here, depending if Buzelis cuts. I think that's exactly what happens, is Giddey tries to force a pass. Yep, it leaves his feet. That's why you never leave your feet, because what are you going to do exactly? You throw a weak pass. Buzelis ends up cutting in this. I don't think this was supposed to be to Buzelis. It was supposed to be to the corner, but he cuts it off, doesn't catch it. Mikal gets the steal, kicks it up the floor to OG, who goes down and gets a dunk. The Knicks are running. See, something the Knicks haven't done all season is just run. It's literally basic basketball. Get a steal and get out and dunk it. And OG, he ended up finishing the game with 21 points, 8 of 17 shooting. That's 47.1%, 3 of 7 from 3. He was a plus 22, which was a game high. Shout out to Mitch. Yeah, hopefully he's okay. The Knicks didn't really need him to try to rush in or anything like that, and they're going to be very precautious with Mitch, because one, they need him to win a championship, but two, long-term wise, more importantly, they want to make sure he can just stay healthy, or even close to being healthy, because he struggled to do that in his career. Mitch has only played 1 full season in 8 seasons, so yeah, I don't mind that at all. Be careful. And Mitch did come back out there, so it's not like he didn't, but still, only 13 minutes for the big guy. Did I miss anyone? Yeah, Clarkson was awesome, man. See, the thing with Clarkson is when he gets in a rhythm, he's a microwave. He gets hot in a hurry, and he just shoots with confidence, and everyone sort of feeds off of that energy. It's kind of crazy to think that Clarkson was a -5, because, dude, he just could not miss. 6 of 11 on volume is really impressive. When you get 31 from Brunson, you get 20 and 21 from Cat and OG, and then the bench produces like they did, the Knicks are basically going to be impossible. See, the one thing that kind of sucked from this game is that Mitch injured his ankle. It wasn't the one that he had work on, but 13 minutes for Mitch, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks. It just goes to show, and I'll say this basically every video, is I think Mitch is the second most impactful player on the entire team. Brunson's first. And then second, I would put Mitch, because he defends the rim, he rebounds, he sets screens. Mitch can not shoot a single time all game, and he can still be the most dominant player.